You called your dog's name and they hesitated, just for a second. Most people miss it, but that pause, that tiny beat before they decide to come to you, is your dog asking themselves a question, and the answer depends on 6 things you probably do every day without realizing it. None of them involve raising your voice. Number 1. You tower over them without thinking about it. You walk up to your dog and lean over them to pet their head. You've done it 1,000 times. They sit there and take it. Maybe their tail even wags. So you figure everything is fine. But watch a little closer next time. Right before your hand lands, do their ears pull back, even slightly? Do they duck their head? Do they go still for just a second? In dog body language, standing over another dog is one of the clearest signals of physical control. It's what one dog does to another during a confrontation. When you bend over your dog from above, reaching straight over the top of their skull, their brain reads the shape of your body the same way. You're not petting them, you're looming. Behaviorists have documented this for decades. One dog placing their body above another is a confrontation posture. Fast movements from above make it worse, and the dogs who tolerate it without reacting aren't comfortable. They've just learned that pulling away doesn't change anything. The fix takes 2 seconds. Crouch down. Come in from the side. Let your hand start at their chest or shoulder instead of the top of their head. Watch how different their body looks when you're beside them instead of above them. Their mouth opens. Their shoulders drop. That's a dog who just stopped bracing. And once you notice how much your body position matters, the next one will make you rethink something you probably do every single day. Number 2. You've turned their name into a warning. Think about when you say your dog's name. Not the happy times, the other times. When they grabbed something off the counter, when they didn't come inside fast enough. When you found something chewed up. You didn't yell, you just said their name. But you said it in that voice. Sharp, clipped, loaded. Now think about what you're asking your dog to do when you call them. You're asking them to hear the most important sound in their world and run toward it. But if that same sound has been attached to frustration and tension dozens of times, you've created a conflict inside their brain. The sound that's supposed to mean safety now also means trouble. Dog trainers call this poisoning the cue. When a word gets connected to negative emotions often enough, the dog starts associating it with the feeling, not the meaning. Your dog still knows their name. They just don't trust what comes after it anymore. That tiny hesitation when you call them, that pause before they decide to come. Your dog is running a calculation. Is it safe to go to this person right now? Or is something bad waiting on the other end of my name? Use their name for connection. Use it when something good is about to happen. When you need to correct something, skip the name entirely. Say hey, or ah, or just walk over quietly. Keep their name clean. It should always mean come to me, because something good is here. If you're the kind of owner who actually wants to understand what's going on inside your dog's head. Number 3. You trick them and think it's funny. The fake throw, the pretend treat in the closed fist, hiding behind a door and jumping out at them, pretending to leave and then laughing when they panic. You've seen these all over social media, and in the moment, it seems harmless. Researchers at the University of Vienna tested 260 dogs to see whether they could detect when a person was being dishonest. A person would show a dog where food was hidden, then secretly switch the location. When the dog saw the switch happen and the person still pointed to the empty spot, 2 out of 3 dogs refused to follow the bad advice. They recognized the deception and stopped trusting that person's guidance. Dogs track your reliability the same way a kid tracks whether a parent keeps their promises. Every time you fake a throw, every time you pretend there's a treat and there isn't one, your dog files that away. Not as a joke, as data. This person doesn't always tell the truth, and over time, that changes how they respond to you. Commands land slower, recall gets weaker. They start checking with their own nose before they trust your hand. Stop tricking your dog for content. Stop faking throws to see their reaction. The 5 seconds of laughter costs you something you can't get back as easily as you lost it. Number 4. You talk about them like they're not in the room. This one is going to surprise a lot of people. Your friend comes over, your dog does something silly or something annoying, and you say it out loud. He's so bad. She never listens. I swear this dog is the worst sometimes. You're laughing. Your friend is laughing. But your dog is watching. They don't understand the words, but they understand the tone. They understand your body pointing in their direction. They understand the energy shift in the room. And they understand that whatever just happened, it was about them. And it wasn't warm. Research published in Animal Behavior found that dogs have evolved to closely monitor human emotional expression. They show measurable stress responses when exposed to negative vocal tones directed at or near them. They don't need to understand the sentence. The feeling is enough. Be honest. How often do you narrate your dog's flaws out loud? To guests, on the phone, to your partner across the kitchen? Your dog hears every single one of those conversations, and the version of you they're building in their head includes every time you sounded disappointed when you looked at them. Talk about your dog the way you talk about them if they could understand every word, because emotionally, they already do. Number 5. You ignore the conversation they're trying to have. Your dog licks their lips when you reach toward them. They yawn in the middle of being held. They turn their head to the side when someone new crouches down to greet them. You've seen these things hundreds of times. You probably figured they were random. Every one of those is a word. Norwegian behaviorist Turid Rugas spent over 30 years studying these movements. She identified more than 30 distinct signals that dogs use to communicate discomfort, stress, and the need for space. Lip licking, yawning, freezing, turning the head away, sniffing the ground for no reason, lifting a paw. Each one is a dog saying, "I need this to slow down." A study analysing these signals in real interactions found that when calming signals are repeatedly ignored, dogs either stop using them entirely or escalate to growling and snapping. Your dog tried whispering. You didn't hear it, so eventually they stop whispering, and one day they shout. And then everyone acts confused about where the aggression came from. It came from 100 quiet conversations you walked right past. Next time you're petting your dog, or a stranger is greeting them, or you're holding them for a photo, watch their mouth. Watch their eyes. Watch for the tiny turn of the head. Those signals are your dog trusting you enough to ask nicely. If you keep ignoring them, eventually they'll stop asking. If you're learning something new about your dog right now, subscribe. We talk about what your dog is really saying every single week. Number 6. You keep rearranging their world. You moved their bed to the other room because it looked better there. You rearranged the living room and blocked their favourite spot behind the couch. You switched their water bowl to a different corner. You threw out that old blanket they slept on every night. To you, these are small household decisions. To your dog, you just redrew the entire map. Dogs build their sense of safety partly through spatial familiarity. They know where to go when they need to feel calm. They know which corner is theirs. They know where the water is in the dark. They know the path from the door to your bed. When that layout changes without warning, even in small ways, it creates a low hum of stress that doesn't come with obvious symptoms. They just seem a little more restless than usual, a little slower to settle, a little more watchful. That old blanket you threw out? It smelled like them, like safety, like every nap they've ever taken in your house. You replaced it with something clean that smells like nothing, and your dog has to rebuild that comfort from scratch. If you need to move things, do it gradually. Introduce new items alongside old ones instead of replacing them all at once. And if your dog has claimed a spot, even an inconvenient one, ask yourself whether that spot means more to them than it does to you, because it almost always does. None of these 6 things make you a bad owner. Every single person watching this has done at least 2 or 3 of them, myself included. The point isn't guilt. The point is that your dog has been talking to you this whole time in a language made of body movements and hesitations and tiny looks you were never taught to read. Now you know what to look for. And tonight, when you sit down next to your dog, try one thing. Come in from the side instead of above. Say their name just to say it, with nothing attached. Watch their mouth when you touch them. See what they're telling you. The trust was never gone. It just got quieter. And now you know how to turn the volume back up. If you want to keep learning what your dog is really telling you, Pick the video on screen right now.